welcome to another quick tip tutorial for GIMP. Today we'll be talking about aligning layers in GIMP using a plugin. The issue is that GIMP, while it does have a powerful layer align tool, it is very difficult to align. For example, you have two images that are different sizes, but it's the same scene, but you want to align a specific place in those images together. It's really hard to do with the default GIMP, so we have to use a plugin, and I'm using today the OfN Layer Aligner plugin. This plugin you can find over at SourceForge, and it's completely free. So let's go to SourceForge.net, and in the search bar just search for OfN, and you'll see the first thing that comes up is OfNut's GIMP tools, and that's where we're going to get this plugin at. Next we go to Files, Scripts, and then scroll down until we find the OfN Layer Aligner .zip file. Click on that and download it and install it into GIMP. I'm going to cancel out of that. Once I've got the plugin installed, you'll find a new option under Layer menu called Realign, and that will activate the plugin that we just started in, loaded into GIMP. Okay, let's look at the images that I'm going to use here. The first image is my original image, and it's actually a smaller image and it's been cropped. And my second image will be a larger image, but I wanted to show you that you can see that the current size of this cropped image is 600 by 900 pixels. My second image, you can see that it is 683 by 1024 pixels. So it's a larger image, and it's an uncropped image. So let's go over here to the project, and I have loaded both of these images in, and I've turned off the top layer. So the first image I loaded in was the smaller cropped image, and you can see up here in the title bar that my GIMP image size is 600 by 900. Now I want to add the second layer in, which is the larger image, and so I drag and drop it into GIMP, and I have turned the opacity down, and you can see a couple of things here. First of all, the images aren't matching up, or the layers aren't matching up, and the image size is 600 by 900, but if you recall, this top layer is larger. So did GIMP crop the rest of the image off down to 600 by 900 pixels? No, it didn't. Actually, the remainder of the image is actually outside of the canvas here. You just can't see it. So if you want to see how much of the image is outside of a canvas, you can go to View and Show All, and we can see now the rest of our image. You see the orange dotted line here is our 600 by 900 canvas size, and here's the larger image that is outside of the canvas size that you can't see. So I'm going to turn this back off. And before we use the plugin, we have to use our Path tool to mark specific points on this image. First, let's compare the two images to see the difference in the way the smaller image has been cropped. On the left is the original smaller cropped image, the 600 by 900 image, and on the right is the larger image. And you can see the difference in the distance between the top of the tower and the edge of the picture versus the larger image, as well as the tower on the side here. You can see that this image has been cropped down from the top and in from the right hand side, and you can see down here where the tree branches are that parts of the tree have been cropped out. And what we're going to try to do is match these two images up on top of each other with the GIMP plugin that we've just installed. I want to also point out that when I use the path tool to mark the 4 points that I'm going to use to align this image, you can see right down here at the bottom, my first point I'm going to mark with the path tool is going to be the center of the letter A in the sign here, and the path point 2 will be the center of the top of the tower here. And I'm going to mark in the larger image point number 3 of the path, the same point that I did point 1, and point 4 will be the same point as point 2 in the larger image. So let me show you how it works. First, I want to turn off the, actually I need to resize the larger image so that it fits within the canvas. So I'm going to use the uniform transition tool or transform tool, and I'm going to resize this larger image so that it fits within the canvas. By using this tool, I'm going to come up here and grab one corner here on the right. Let me turn it on so we can see our canvas here. Boundary. I'll grab the top corner here, and I'm going to hold the shift key and drag and resize this image so that it fits within the canvas. The reason I'm holding the shift key is so that it maintains the aspect ratio of the image. So let's just drag it down here, and then I'm going to move it over inside of the canvas here. Now it doesn't have to be the exact size, but I want to get it fairly close. So you can see that it's still smaller than the canvas, so it's not going to exactly match, but I've got all of the larger image within the canvas now. Once I'm satisfied with that, I'm going to click the transform button here. Now you can see, if I lower the opacity, you can see the whole image in there, but you can obviously see that they don't match. So what I want to do is mark, using the path tool, I want to mark 2 points on the bottom layer that I want to match with the top layer. So I'm going to click my path tool here. I'm going to turn off the top layer. And so remember, my points are the middle of the A. So I'm going to click and make a point right there. And my second point is going to be up here in the top center of the sign here. This looks pretty good right there. So I've got 2 points marked on my path, point number 1 and point number 2. I'm going to now turn on the top layer, and I'm going to change my opacity back to 100%. And I'm going to come down and mark point 3 as the same as I marked point 1 in the other layer. So I'm going to focus on the center of the A there for point 3. And I'm going to focus on the center of the sign up here for point 4. I believe that's about right there. I have my 4 points marked, And so the next thing I want to do is run the plugin. So I'm going to go to Layer, Realign. Now you can see that some of the larger image is outside of the canvas still. I'm going to turn that off so we don't see it. And now let's lower the opacity of the top layer to see how well these two images have been matched up. They look pretty good. And that's how you use the Layer Align plugin in GIMP.